Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you noobs how to play as Hunter class and survive longer than your ding dong in Wild Darkness.
Why would you say that?
If you're asking how I figured it out, then it's because I'm a genius and definitely not because I'm a massive idiot who died a lot in this game. Hunter class is a boring class to pick, let's be real here. No one likes Hunter class, but because of the update a lot of people is forced and had a hard time trying to survive using this class. This is blasphemy. This is like forcing you to acknowledge Sakura as a useful in Naruto or even Boruto. So here I am, your savior and sensei, to help you out. So here's my survival tips in Wild Darkness as a hunter. PS, you can use this on other classes too. First tip is always find the food merchant in your first map. Finding food is hard, everyone knows that, but we can lessen that problem if you have a food merchant in your first map. Just cut some wood and trade it to the food merchant and voila, you got yourself a food to devour, you hungry depressed person. Not only that, but because you got the merchant in your first map, your chance of getting healing potions and even acquiring magic skills is now even higher. If you're lucky enough, you'll be able to get yourself a purification skill and teleportation on the first 10 days of your run. So I highly suggest to beat the boss in Strange Cave first, then find the food merchant in the Strange Forest immediately, then commit seppuku if it was not there. I mean, what's the point of going further if your chances of survival is already cut in half? Commit on a run with the highest possible survivability than betting on a luck you never had to begin with. Second tip. The second tip is to listen to me closely. Don't use bow and arrow at all and use sword or blunt weapons instead.
Wait, that's illegal.
It sounds stupid, but trust me, it is. It's dumb, but it's effective. Use blunt and sword weapons and upgrade your skill level based on what weapon you're using. I highly recommend to use two-handed blunt weapon, then upgrade your weapon type skill until you get all three of this. It will increase significantly your survival. But just for clarification, this guide is for noob players out there. If you're a pro, shut the fuck up. You don't know what we noob players have been through. You don't understand.
You don't understand.
Anyways, you can double down with this strategy until you get yourself a good bow that can carry you to the entire game. Then reset your skills using 30 gems in the training dummy. It's a waste of gems. Yes, but if you're desperate to survive longer, it's a fair deal and you can get it back again through mission anyways, so stop being whiny about it. Third tip. If you really insist on being the most boring guy who wants to see how far your lacking of presence in games and real life can be, you can use the I'm such a boring guy who cheese sneak attack and scrub his balls on grassland like a dog strategy. It's a very simple explanation. You'll be playing the entire game hidden in bushes, hoping your sneak attack will hit the enemy and hope to one-hit the enemy or get a chain attack, only to regret your decision just like your parents do when you were born. My co-worker gave me this tip and now I'm thinking about frying his face. I really hated this strategy, it's too slow and really boring, but it does work, at least for me and my co-worker. I'm only a noob sharing my experience in the game, so I only got 3 tips for now, but I think this tip can help you survive longer than your usual playthrough. I don't have anything to say, so here's a picture of Ice Cream Lover. And as always, adios.